there, sparked by TGB Promotions, reserving November 2nd, 2020. 2024 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, and most people speculating that could be Gervonta Tank Davis's next fight. Coach Kenny Ellis came out and said that Shakur Stevenson ducked the fade, and obviously we know what happened with Lomachenko, and said that he wanted assistant coaches that Tank fight Shakur. He always thought they was two pests, but Shakur ain't want to do it. Now, we ain't heard much from Shakur Stevenson. Seemed like, he working with Turkey Al-Sheikh. And if that's the case, that can cause some problems, because Gervonta Davis told him he needed 2 Ferraris to turn around and fight, Devin Haney. So they kind of got to, start off with a rocky relationship. So most people speculating, could he fight Rayo? Some people said Edwin De Los Santos, because he can one-up Shakur Stevenson. Just know they fucked. Just know they fucked. That's the point of this video. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And a lot of people got that on my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to jump when you say jump. Ultimately, it was the best time to make the Shakur Stevenson fight before he touched bases with Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's what it sounded like to me. Shakur didn't have nowhere to go, and they always do that at black fighters. Nobody want to sign him. Nobody want him. Where is he going to go? You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Turkey Al-Sheikh told him, like, shit, if you were smart, you'll fuck with me. No diddy. You'll come over here, get this good money and get the fights that you want. And one of the fights that he couldn't get was Williams Zepeda, and it seemed like that could be on deck. So, does it mean that Shakur Stevenson ducked? I don't know what it means. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, quite frankly. But apparently, he might have something in the works, and he may not be working on Gervonta time of dime. Maybe they're trying to get him assigned to a long-term extension with PBC. I don't know. But yeah, at the end of the day, it ain't gonna be anything. I don't think, unless Loma come back to the table, Shakur come back to the table, Devin come to the table, which, that probably would make sense for both sides at this point. Who else can be out there? Regis fighting Catterall, that wouldn't make no sense at this point. Unless Teofimo Lopez would come to the table. So that'd be the only fight I really can think of. Unless they will go up and fight Teofimo Lopez. So, my mind, that'd make a lot of sense. Why not? Obviously you can't get Ryan, can't get Devin, can't get Shakur, can't get Loma. Fighting that Dennis Barashny guy. He got to keep the team to get his name out there. Lomachenko got a belt. Shakur got a belt. They both out the running. So if he gonna unify for the first time, it's gonna be versus that Barashny guy. But if not, which I don't think so, maybe he move up and take on Rayo. Maybe they do De Los Santos. Maybe they do a Tank Davis Puello fight. I doubt it, but these are some of the options I'm thinking for. But if it ain't Devin, Ryan, Loma, Shakur, it's pretty much a wrap. It's pretty much a wrap. Or Tio. It's a wrap. So they thought the Frank Martin fight didn't do good. This fight gonna double flop. Rayo ain't did enough to get his feet wet yet. Now, who possesses the most danger out of all of them? Out of the ones he could possibly fight, probably Puello. So we know he ain't fighting T.O. Ryan, Devin, none of them. So, but Rayo can punch. De Los Santos can punch. Huey, jeez Louise. So, yeah, they can punch, but one thing about Pitbull Cruz can take a punch. We seen it versus Gervonta. We seen it in the Rayo fight. He took some good power punch. Rayo can punch. Rayo wasn't punching for power that fight, but he can punch. So, at the end of the day, it's just going to be a filler fight. You know, Tank gonna fight twice this year. They're gonna charge $90 for it, and that's just what it's gonna be. So, quite frankly, out of the ones he fight, all of them the same level of interest for me. Puello, Rayo, De Los Santos. It's all the same shit. It's all the same. All the same. So, I'll be out like a motherfucker today. No, but it's all the same. All the same. So, I think Rayo coming off the victory he came off of, it'd be nice to see him, get the fight, but I really don't care. Unfortunately, he tried to go out there and actually it sounded like they tried to go out there and make a fight that people wanted to see. They couldn't make it. People had obligations, or people say, I'm not on your dime, your time, your time, your dime. But, November 2nd is maybe what they had available. Also, it's football season, so I'm not sure if you go out there with the Raiders be in town that weekend or not. But for the most part, it's a filler fight. So whoever you fight, he'd be a heavily favorite at that point. I'm trying to think about, is anybody really outside the box that he can get? I doubt if they do something with Conor Benn. Excuse me, dude. I'm yawning. But I doubt it'd be Conor Benn, so I can't call it. If it ain't De Los Santos, Rayo, Puello, that WBO guy from Top Rank, I can't see it. I really can't see it. So if I was the bet man, it's probably going to be Rayo. So, and can he win the fight? I mean, he got a chance. Not a big one. He don't have much of a chance, more than a chance than Frank Martin. But if he gonna win, he gonna have to box. He can't just box. He got to box with power, a little bit more power in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Working off that jab. Stiff, hard jab. Pause. Tank come in, you got to counter him to the body, counter him up top, everywhere. So, it won't be an easy fight, because Tank, he take his time. But honestly, it ain't the fight that people want to see, but it is what it is. If they really did try to make some of these other fights, with honest offers and honest business, then, at least they tried. But at some point, he got to deliver big fights, because they need somebody to step up and be the face of PBC before PBC be the pass. So they need somebody to step up, and Tank can do it. He got the opponents, but they probably thought the opponents was probably just going to wait around for him. And what's so funny is Lomachenko and Core. Lomachenko and Core, Loma said, I'll come back and fight you next. So Tank, Shakur, and Lomachenko could be unifying sometime next year. So if Devin look good coming back, maybe Devin and Tank can do something. Ryan's suspension will be up in April. So, maybe Ryan come back and fight Gervonta. So, I don't know. So, he have options. Tank always had options. He's a household name, but to become the name, he got to fight some of those guys. And they probably thinking he can get those fights when he want to get those fights. And some of them guys like, hell to the motherfucking arm. We ain't on your dime. We ain't on your time. We'll fight you when we feel like it. So, yeah, when Canelo did the same thing. When Canelo come knocking, you're going to just take this measly offer that we giving you. And everybody ain't going to be like that. Some dudes are going to be like, yeah, I'll do this and come in. And every stipulation, I just want the opportunity. I want the check. Some dudes just sit there and, if it ain't right, it ain't right. I don't want the fight. So, but yeah, I'm thinking more Gervonta and Rayo. And maybe they could throw us for a loop. But if I'm a bet man, Gervonta, that's how Marcus Villegas calls him. Gervonta is Gervonta. Gervonta and Rayo. I think that's the fights to make. So that's the fight they gonna make. So after that, maybe come back and fight Ryan, Devin, or Loma or Shakur. Wow, y'all, there's so much, man. Maybe come back and fight one of those guys, but we'll see, man. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you think. Tank fighting. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Also check out the Patreon. The Patreon inside the link tree as well too. So, yep. So people still gonna watch and justify. The only thing that justifies the real pay-per-view numbers that they come in. That's the only thing that matter. They can lie to the fans, but what them back ends say, that's what all that really matters. But hey, those are the video. One time for the one time. Good for the TV. Check out the Boxer Newsroom playlist. Peace.